Hey guys, Collector here. Welcome to my home. I have over $1 million worth of guns in this house, and you gotta kind of wonder where all the cases go for all these guns. So I'll show you that in a minute, but first I'm gonna give you a little update on this room, and for people who have not seen the channel, give you kind of an overview what this gun room has. So this is the modern gun room. These are most of the guns that I'll take to the ranch or in the range in the house and shoot. The other ones in the other rooms you'll find out here shortly. These are mainly in this row all my long guns. Anything I take to the ranch that I want to shoot up to a mile with. You got your Chi-Tac, you got your Serial 1 Chi-Tac, you got your Barrett, your Sword Industries. My favorite long gun, my 338 Lapua that I hit a mile with, and that I almost hit a bullseye, but Chad hit a bullseye at a mile, which was pretty impressive, but I'm the one that got him to do that, so just so you guys know that. Then the second row is some of my AR-10. The one on top is a 300 Norma, which is insane, but then you got, this one's fairly recent. Dan Horner actually sighted this in. Of course, the new Sig Spear, pretty insane rifle. I kind of dig that one. And then you've got your 6.5, two 6.5 Creedmoors that I really like. That's my favorite round by far. Then you got your other rows. This one is basically AR-10s as well. You got your SR-25 that I enjoy shoot. Then you have your 300 Norma. And then you have your DRD, which this one's cool because you could take it apart and it goes into a hard case and it's pretty compact, it's pretty cool. For people who don't know, I'm a big B&T gun nut. Almost have them all. B&T is a Swiss-made company. I think they're in bed with H&K a little bit. I think they did the suppressors for H&K. I know that their two have collaborated quite a bit. Aimpoint is in bed with B&T as well. They have a lot of sights that go on the B&Ts. Pretty cool ones. This one especially, this is an Acro. You don't see a lot of these. This is that sub gun, supposedly the Secret Service uses them. I usually have a suppressor on it. Not today though, obviously. It's a 9mm. But you got different cool guns that they come out with. This one's one of my favorites. You have to SBR, which I did already. So drop that, smack that, you got a gun. Pretty cool. Call it the suitcase gun, laptop gun, whatever you want to call it. But it's pretty slick. Let me just remember how to fold this thing back.
There's a downside to having so many guns.
Yes. You guys can give me crap about if I know everything about every gun, but I got over $1 million worth of guns. I can't remember every single thing about every single gun, I'm sorry. These are all Terran Tacticals except for the one on top, it's Q, but most of these are all Terran Tactical, all from John Wick. I'll show you some other John Wicks here in a second. But we just put these panels up in the back and I'm trying to decide what I want to put on these panels. Why don't you guys tell me in the comments what I should put? Should I put all the Terran's guns here? Put, Cabot's? Put, whatever. You guys throw it in the comments and let me know. I haven't decided. Then on this wall, you got mainly some of my AKs and my shotguns I like, my Benelli. And then you come over to the next wall, then you got some of my SBRs. These two are GQ Armory, one's in 8.6, that's in 300 Blackout, and I believe that one's in 6.5 Creedmoor. One of my SBRs in 308, which is IWI, which is extremely loud. It's not fun to shoot, I gotta suppress it. Then you got some more goodies I kind of dig. This is one of my favorites, Chad will contest to that. It's basically a modernized BAR, which is a BAR, not from World War II, but it's modernized BAR. Basically the same receiver, I love this thing. I don't think I've cleaned it once, and you guys can give me shit for it, I don't care, but the thing shoots no matter how dirty it is, it's amazing. Then you got your 1919, your MG. Then on the next wall, you got most of your belt feds. This one's, M240, then you got your M249 saw. I usually have a saw on it, so we used to call it saw on the saw, which is kind of cool. My full auto here used to be a MAC-10. I got in contact with Lays because I know they build uppers for full autos, especially for Macs. This one's full auto in 5.56. They got a Fight Light, which I truly love, belt fed. Much lighter than this saw, that's for sure. This is Johnny's favorite gun. I've seen them on previous videos. 50 cal single shot with a coat hanger on the back. I have not shot that personally. I kind of like my shoulder, and I don't know very many people that would shoot it. Chad's chicken as well, just as much as I am. I remember when Johnny did shoot that, he had bubble wrap, which was, I would have done the same thing. Then you got some of the big bore pistols. You got the 4570, the 500 mag, then you get the 250 Desert Eagles. I think this is a 44 mag Taurus, this is a 44 mag, this is a 44 auto mag, which I would really like shooting that. It's a flamethrower. Then we get into the 50 cals. I'm kind of a 50 cal nut, I can't help it. This is my first 50 cal, which is the Barrett, older one. I'm having issues with it, which I need to get it figured out. It won't eject a cartridge. I haven't shot this 50 yet, it's a single shot, kind of chicken on that one as well. But I always wanted a belt fed 50, so I had to buy one of those. It's in semi-auto. Looking at full autos now for it. Maybe two 50 cal full autos to go on a mount, we'll see. Then you got your Gatling gun, shoots 45-70, 200 rounds of that. On each magazine, you have to turn it this as you're cranking it, which is fine because these are weights that drop the rounds in. This is a new 50 cal. I could not shoot that 50 cal suppressed, so I could buy a suppressor for 50, which I know is kind of crazy, but I can't help it. So, and then we have a little Tippmann 9mm Gatling gun that we're about ready to work on, so which will be very cool. That's in a future video. So that's for this room. Let's go check out the other room. So in this room is a lot of stuff that I've had for a long time, but I've never really shot very often. Some of them are just pretty guns that you just don't shoot. I mean, you could if you got in a situation. But right here on this row is all your shotguns. Some of them I've shot, some of them I haven't. I may shoot a couple of them at the ranch when we start shooting some more skeet, and we'll do that, definitely do that. And up here is all H&Ks. I'm a big H&K nut. I do have one in paperwork jail right now that I should be getting next week, is the plan. Then you get into some odd and end ones. You got the F1 guns. There's Demo's gun up there I bought, God, I don't know how many years ago. Then you get the stripper gun, which the wife had to have it. Then you got the, this one is the Iron Man gun, which that's what it reminds me of anyway, of the colors. So you got odds and ends of stuff. You got lever action, you got pivot gun here. You got an SBR 308. Granted, doesn't have the right stock, so don't worry guys, I'll get the stocks. Then I've got lot of ARs. I went through an AR phase, which I couldn't help. You've got DRDs and 5.56, BCMs, which I really like, Lewis & Machines, you know, Barrett's 6.8, which is an older gun. You got your Tavors 308 and 5.56. So I've got quite a few. And then most of these are, this is all the other long guns, which I've SBR'd, which I need to get the correct stocks for. One of the main things I need to do, I know. You come over here, you have your AKs, which are a variety of calibers in this, 7.62 by 54, and then you got some with fun triggers, you got some with not fun triggers. You got some in 9mm. This is a 300 blackout, I believe. Yeah, it's made by Q. I don't know why it's here. I can't remember putting it there. And actually, that's an 8.6 shorty right there that I've had for a while that I've never even shot. There's a Desert Tech up there in 300 Win Mag. So I have a variety. Some of these I need to organize a little better. Then you have your flamethrowers in the corners. Since we're in the dry season, I'm not gonna really mess with those that much. Then you have your 1919. Then you come over here, you got your other small guns, which is, you know, 5.56, 9mm. You know, a lot of noisy crickets for sure, especially that one. That's in 5.56 with that barrel. I mean, it's insane how loud and crazy that gun is because it's got so much flame coming out of it. Then we'll come over here to the cabins. People who are new to the channel, I get a cabin a month, one a month. And I've been doing it for almost 2 years now, and it's pretty insane. You get a budget for a whole year, and it's usually, I think, around $120,000 to $150,000, and they send you a gun every month with that dollar, that equals that dollar amount. And they make some pretty cool guns. Some of them are one-offs. I have a couple one-offs. That one's a one-off there that has meteorite grips on it, which is cool with Damascus. I dig it. I call it the Robocop gun. And then you got your Perazzi shotgun that came with 1 year, which I'm going to use that here soon when we're going to be shooting some skeet. Then one of the cream of the crops is the John Wick safe. This thing's pretty insane. I'm assuming most of you guys have seen John Wick. If you haven't, you need to. It has all the guns from the first movie and second movie. This one, everybody's found it. It's in one. If you pause it in the second one, I think it's the second one, you'll see it hanging on the wall. I haven't found it yet, but people said they've seen it. That's in 10mm. But you got some pretty cool stuff that comes out of this. So I know there's 3 other people who had them. I know Post Malone has one, I have one, and then there's a doctor, I think in Florida that has one, or somebody in Vegas that has one. This is serial number 3. It's pretty sick. And if you guys have watched the channel, my wife's a big John Wick nut, so she had to have it. And that's the reason I bought it, because it's for her, not for me. So it's all about her. You know, on this side is some more cabinets, and you'll tell these cases are cheap $99 cases. I think she got a key, I don't know. We had to put something in these things, and we went with the cabinets. Now, in a future video, you'll see the new gun room that we're in the process of building just for the cabinets. Called it the Define Gun Room, and it's her room, not mine. It's her, she's designing it, so we'll hopefully see it this year. You never know with her. But like I said, you see all these guns, I gotta show you the case room. There's 3 of them, and I'm gonna show you the main one. When my collection started, this is the first room it started getting filled up. There is a lot. Most of them are all hard cases. Like generally all the guns come with hard cases, especially the high-end stuff. But I keep all my boxes for the Trijicons, the aim points, all that kind of stuff just in case. I don't even know what the dollar amount is in this room. It's gotta be crazy. You gotta figure Trijicons are what? Average $500 to $600 a piece. How many Trijicon cases is there? A lot. But I got all the aim points in the other room, which is gonna be great. Here's our second storage room that has a lot of the lights we use when we're doing videos, some of the hard cases. That safe you guys are not allowed to see in there. Maybe in a future video I'll show you what's in there, but no. not today. But we're gonna tear this room apart, get these cases out of here, and turn this into another gun room, since I am running out of room out of a 14,000 square foot house. Now I've got one more storage room to show you. This is the wife's US room. She calls it the US room because it's all US, obviously, with guns. But you got your Revolutionary War, you got your Civil War, Spanish-American War, World War I, World War II, into Vietnam. And she's the expert at this stuff. She knows this stuff better than I do. So I'm sorry if I didn't know more, but she was there, I wasn't. That's why I tell people anyway. And this room is the other case room. I know it's not a lot to it. We just organized it to make it look a little bit better. It was a lot worse than this. So this is where we're keeping some of the antiques currently. So we're gonna gut this room so she could buy more antiques and put them in here. We'll get this one taken care of hopefully soon. So to give you a little bit of a backstory, we bought this house about 10 or 12 years ago. And this room used to be a gift wrapping room. Those rooms were, like I said, were bedrooms that we turned into gun rooms. And the house had 14,000 square feet. We bought the house when it was going in foreclosure because you can't get a house for the price that we got. We really got a really good deal on this house for being 14,000 square feet. And like this room used to be a gift wrapping room that we turned into a gun room. So with that size of a house, you know we have a big attic. So I was up there today and we figured we have about 2,200 square feet of free space, and that's where all the cases are gonna go. So all those 3 cases rooms you saw are all gonna go up there. Not the cardboard, just the hard cases, because the weather won't hurt them at all, practically at all. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tour, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what the progress is going on in the house. That's just a brief overview of the collection. There's other videos out there that we've done that are more in depth, and I'm glad you guys came along with this little journey. I mean, we're gonna show you more as the time goes on, and we're gonna get this all handled so we can have more content for you and more videos of the new gun rooms that are gonna be being built. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe and take care.